The Discovery of India. Chapter 1. Ahamadnagar Fort. 13th April 1944. It is more than 20 months since we were brought here, more than 20 months of my 9th term of imprisonment. The new moon, a shimmering crescent in the darkening sky, greeted us on our arrival here. The bright fortnight of the waxing moon had begun. Ever since then, each coming of the new moon has been a reminder to me that another month of my imprisonment is over. So it was with my last term of imprisonment, which began with the new moon, just after the Deepavali, the festival of light. The moon, ever a companion to me in prison, has grown more friendly with closer acquaintance, a reminder of the loveliness of this world, of the waxing and waning of life, light following darkness, of death and resurrection following each other in interminable succession. Ever changing, yet ever the same, I have watched it in its different phases and its many moods in the evening, as the shadows lengthen, in the still hours of the night, and when the breath and whisper of dawn bring promise of the coming day. How helpful is the moon in counting the days and the months, for the size and shape of the moon, when it is visible, indicate the day of the month, the fair measure of exactitude. It is an easy calendar, though it must be adjusted from time to time, and for the peasant in the field, the most convenient one to indicate the passage of the days and the gradual changing of the seasons. 3 weeks we spent here, cut off completely from all news of the outside world. There were no contacts of any kind, no interviews, no letters, no newspapers, no radio. Even our presence here was supposed to be a state secret, unknown to any except to the officials in charge of us. Poor secret, for all India knew where we were. Then newspapers were allowed, and some weeks later, letters from near relatives dealing with domestic affairs. But no interviews during these 20 months, no other contact. The newspapers contained heavily censored news, yet they gave us some idea of the war that was consuming more than half the world, and of how it fared with our people in India. Little we knew about these people of ours, except that scores of thousands lay in prison or internment camp without trial. Thousands had been shot to death, that tens of thousands had been driven out of schools and colleges, that something indistinguishable from martial law prevailed over the whole country. Terror and frightfulness darkened the land. They were worse off, far worse than us. Those scores of thousands in prison, like us, without trial, for there were not only no interviews but also no letters or newspapers for them. And even books were seldom allowed. Many sickened for lack of healthy food. Some of our dear ones died for lack of proper care and treatment. There were many thousands of prisoners of war kept in India, mostly from Italy. We compared their lot with the lot of our own people. We were told that they were governed by the Geneva Convention. But there was no convention or law or rule to govern the conditions under which Indian prisoners and detainees had to exist, except such ordinances which it pleased our British rulers to issue from time to time.